Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's video. It is Wednesday, the 10th of November, and it's about 11:30 in the morning. And David and I have just left the sunny morning all-day breakfast diner. This is our Wednesday morning ritual. And there goes my husband right now. He rode down here from the squash club. Bye, love. He doesn't want to be seen. Anyhow, we are going to be walking along St. Clair this morning. I am walking north on Yonge Street. I'm walking on the west side of the street. And then we're going to be turning, walking west on St. Clair moments from now. So Wednesday mornings, David plays, it's one of his squash mornings. So what we have been doing for the last several weeks is meeting up for diner breakfast Wednesday mornings. So we just really enjoyed a yummy breakfast. It was probably one of our favorite morning breakfasts so far at the diners. We're trying different diners and within walking, well, I shouldn't say within walking distance, but within, our neighborhood of Yonge and Eglinton, Yonge St. Clair, Yonge Lawrence, sort of, Mount Pleasant, maybe Bayview to the east, maybe to Bathurst to the west. So we're sort of exploring diners within those boundaries. Yeah, we're having fun doing that. I'm just curious as to how we're going to do when it gets like really cold in the winter. Because David normally rides his bike to squash, but when it gets too cold and too snowy, he won't be doing that. Okay, here we are at St. Clair Avenue West and Yonge Street. Oh, and there is David. We're going to just wait until he gets to the light and surprise him. There he is. Okay, here we go. So I'm just noticing now that Royal Bank across the street there, that has a new facade. I don't think that looked like that a few years back. Something looks different about that building, just that exterior. I'm actually on my way to Loblaws, which is at Bathurst, and then pick up a few things at Loblaws, and then I'm going to walk back home. So I'll weave my way through Forest Hill to get back home. I can't remember the last time I walked on St. Clair at this location. On the south side of St. Clair, I don't recall. However, my mom used to live in this building right here. When she sold her house in Calgary and moved to Toronto, that was her condo, 48 St. Clair. She was on the 5th floor. She had a really nice condo there, and she was only really, minutes away from us, so it was easy for her to come and to visit, and it was easy for us to come and get her, and it worked out perfectly. And she loved it because she loved this location because she could just hop on the streetcar and go to her favorite bingo spot, the Delta Bingo Hall, which is west on St. Clair. I did, I think, showcase a St. Clair walk probably in the spring. So yeah, she could just hop on the streetcar, and I think it took her all the way to her favorite bingo hall. I remember as a young child, me and my siblings would often go to the bingo hall with my mom. That was before I don't think you can go into a bingo hall unless you're 18, but back in my day, you know, kids easily would go with their, you know, family member to the bingo hall. But that changed, I don't know when, because it is a gambling facility, so you know, kids under 18 aren't allowed to get in there. But I remember going in, and I remember being totally bored and putting my head down and falling asleep. Yeah, and then they stopped kids going to bingo halls because they took up a spot, right? They took up a spot of a paying player. And I was actually happy about that, because that means I didn't have to go to the bingo hall. I was just really, oh, sorry, that was my fault. And I was happy about that. My older brother went sometimes with my mom, and my younger brother, I'm not sure if he went that often, because I think by the time he was old enough to sit still, I think they stopped bringing kids or allowing kids in the bingo halls. These buildings are nice, aren't they? They are nice. Okay, we'll continue westbound on the south side of St. Clair. Oh, this is cool. This art installation. Oh, it's a nice, mildly cool breeze. Oh, it feels good. And I am fairly lightly dressed, like not summer wear, but I am wearing a light coat. Oh, it feels so good. It is a nice, nice morning. A nice, nice morning. Here's the Imperial Plaza. This used to be, I think, the home office of Imperial Oil up until what, maybe 10 years ago? 10 plus years ago. The office building was converted into condos. Tomorrow is Remembrance Day.
Had to lock it? Yeah. We would have known.
So this used to be a church. I'm not sure what the denomination was, but I think they're keeping the facade of the exterior of the church, and of course condos are being built upon the facade. Condos and townhouses. Wow, it's tall. What, probably 30 stories? Ministry of the Environment. Speaking of the environment, I mean, it is, yeah, this is not a normal November. I mean, what I'm trying to say is, I remember November in Toronto, you know, was never as cold as Novembers in Calgary, where I grew up. But this is still, I think, an unusually warm November. And I mean, I do appreciate it because it's nice to be out in nicer weather, but it's not normal. It's too warm for this time of year, I think. Part of me, you know, I like it because I like to be out. So that was Avenue Road in St. Clair, folks. Sorry, I just wanted to point that out. That's a major intersection in Toronto. Yeah, I do like going out in this weather. It's not hot, it's not cold, it's comfortable. That's the selfish part of me appreciating that, but it's not the way I don't think it should be. It's supposed to be cooler. Our warming global atmosphere is increasing, it seems, every year. Worries me. This is a nice building. This is new. It's still being developed. I don't think people are living in it yet. Yeah, I think there's still workies working in the condos. So it used to be here, I remember, were sort of like maybe 2-3 story townhouse. I think partially residential, partly commercial. Like, I remember, I think there was a doctor's office. Yeah, there was some commerce, especially on this corner here. So I used to ride my bike through. There was like a parking lot just off, not a parking lot, but yeah, I guess a parking lot for lack of a better word, a small one for, there was a business on the corner and they had a small little parking lot, and I remember cutting through that parking lot with my bike around that corner. And there was like a dentist there. I think a lawyer's office was there. Yeah, so across the street, it's called Forest Hill Residences. So it looks like another bougie condominium complex. That's definitely original. And that house is definitely looks original. I wonder if it's commercial or if it's a private residence. It's kind of hard to tell. Right across the street. I'm not sure if the camera can pick it up. I remember when they were constructing the streetcar, these new streetcar platforms, and rising the platforms where, as you can see, because I don't remember them, I'm not sure if they must have been a risen platform before, but they did a major redo, probably, I would say a good 15 years ago. Yeah, probably 15 years ago. Because before that, you could turn, like if you were going eastbound on St. Clair, you could turn northbound on any of the side streets. Any of the side streets to go northbound. You know, or if you were coming from the north southbound and you wanted to turn onto St. Clair, either east or west, you could do that from any of the side streets that you were coming down. But as you can see, there's only certain spots where you can make those turns, and this is an example of where you cannot turn, like this street that we're on right here. You can only turn eastbound off of this street. So if you were coming up this street here, you can only go eastbound. You can't go north, you can't go west. Because they had risen the streetcar platform, as you can see there. And I remember sort of being bummed by that, because I drove more back then. And when I was in this neighborhood, I used to often, if I was coming down St. Clair, I would just cut through. I don't even remember which was my favorite street I would cut through to get home, like zigzag my way through Forest Hill to get home with the car. And I remember not being able to do that. So there's only, you know, specific spots where you can make those turns, and it's usually at where the lights are. I was talking to a friend earlier, and we're talking about Christmas shopping and Christmas presents, and I haven't gotten on that yet. Normally I start a lot sooner, but I haven't done anything yet. Now this used to be a senior's home. I think it is still a senior's home, but right across the street here. But I remember the building was, I think it was a light yellow color, and they tore it down and then they built this brand new structure. Yeah, it is actually. It's a retirement home, the Russell Hill Retirement Home. Now I'm not sure if it came down because they wanted to rebuild it, or if it came down because now something makes me think that there might have been a fire, but I could be wrong. I like these apartments or condos or whatever they are across the street. I just like the look of them, and I like, probably because it's a low rise. There's what, 4 balconies, 4 floors of balconies, nice low rise. And then boom, wow, look at this big open space, beautiful park. Actually, I did come through this park, I think again, that happened maybe in the spring. I came through this park. Look how nice it is. Actually, let's walk up this way. Tennis courts, kids outdoor playground. Not very busy right now. Good place to walk the little furries. Wow, isn't it beautiful? Oh my goodness. Oh, if you do have an opportunity to get out today, this is a good day to get out. I don't know if you can see in the distance the CN Tower. It's always a nice thing to see CN Tower pop up. I like seeing it. Yeah, this is Sir Winston Churchill Park at 301 St. Clair Avenue West. We're looking southbound. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. There's a dog running. His guardian threw his ball and he ran to grab it. And he did a great job. Oh, yeah, it looks like he might be a standard poodle. That's what he looks like from here. Oh yeah, look at bringing the ball back right to Dad. Okay. That's so adorable. So now Dad's taking the ball and he's going to throw it again, it looks like. Okay, go big guy, look at him go. Wow, he's having a good time. Oh yeah. Now with big dogs, you want to, well, with any dog, you need to burn off their energy, keep them exercising. He's having a good time. Look at him, perfect, perfect. Oh my God, I just want to grab him and squeeze him and kiss him. He's gorgeous. Couldn't resist, and I know you guys appreciate it too. Any opportunity to admire a furry. Okay, we're just going to head back down these stairs and get back onto St. Clair. Signage for Cazaloma. Cazaloma is just down. You walk straight down Spadina Road. You would run right into Cazaloma. Mornings are my favorite time of day. And it always bewilders me as to why I don't record in the morning. That's my best time. I'm full of energy. It's a great way to start the day. But I tend to record more in the afternoon, never the evening. Maybe once in a blue moon I'll do an evening walk. I did a short evening walk in Yorkville on Saturday night. that should be up, I think, by now. But other than that, yeah, I don't record at night. It's always in the afternoon. But I should. I really should get out in the morning, because I really am enjoying this. And I tend to do anything, well, from a running standpoint, that's the only time I would run is in like first thing in the morning. Kind of roll out of bed, put on my shoes, and just go. Don't even wash my face, don't do anything, I just go. Put on sunscreen, put on my running clothes, my running shoes, and go. That's it. And it's been over a month now since I've run, because I'm too cowardly to run in cooler weather. However, I'm bringing my shoes, my clothes to Florida. We're going there later this month, and I have a really, well, a beloved running route down there that I am looking forward to. I gotta get in better shape. Because I haven't run in a couple of months probably, I need to get in better shape. I did do my indoor bike cycle last week. I'm going to do it again this week. I gotta build up the cardio before I start outdoor running again. Last time we were there was, so it would have been, so the December for the pandemic. Yeah, so December 2019. We went there, we went to Florida with friends. And I remember, we were there in December, and I remember it being a bit cooler. I remember it raining. We didn't have rain gear, but I remember it raining. And that, of course, cools things down. And I remember wearing a light jacket. It was a bit cooler. And we went for a really great cycle. But where I found Florida not to be terribly cycle friendly. In other words, they didn't have, constructed pathways, cycling pathways. There was cycling, of course, but it was shared, road, like traffic, car traffic, and cycle share traffic, which is not a good thing. I'm really impressed with what Toronto has done, of course, especially along Yonge Street, where a lane is almost blocked off just for cyclists, and there's the barriers, the cement barriers. And that is a much safer cycle than just being on the street with a lined, painted barrier, which is ridiculous. So I'm very impressed with the Toronto cycling routes. They're getting better and better and better. Oh, lost dog. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Oh, how scared he must be. It stresses me out when I see those signs. Worried about the animal getting injured, or just the fear of not knowing where they are. So now we are coming upon Loblaws, and this is my destination. St. Clair and Bathurst area. It's part of the ravine system just across the street. subway, St. Clair West subway station. All right, folks. This is where we're at. Thank you very much for joining me. Please subscribe to my channel and smash that like box. It really helps my channel out a lot. And I certainly appreciate you watching. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope to see you in my next video. This is Boomer Girl Walking, signing off.